Hello guys. Here we have a question from LeetCode for the sum of two elements of an array. So, the given problem is like given an array of integer nums and an integer target, return indices of the two numbers such that they add up to a target. So here we have given an array of integers named num, and the sum of these elements is stored in the target. So now here we have to assume that each input would have exactly one solution and you may not use the same element twice. It means that each element in the array is individual and is not repeating. So you can return the answer in any order as it is written here. So now the input nums is 2, 7, 11, 15 and the target is 9. That means the sum of 2 and 7. It means the nums of 0 plus nums of 1. It will give you 9. And here it's written like this, the explanation. So we have to return the indices, not the values like 2 and 7. We have to return the indices, and that is 0, 1, 2, 3, like that. So it's 0 and 1. So here we comes up to our code. Now our code is like we can see that the nums and target is given to us. So to store it, we are taking a vector for ounce. We are storing our target in ounce. So how can we write it like vector int, because the data type used here is int. So it's int and we are going to store it in ounce. Now we are going to use here we are going to use two for loops. Why? Because one is for the one element and the second one is for other elements, because we have to return two indices. So for the first for loop we are going to write it like for int I is equals to 0, I is less than what? We have given the nums, and like here we can see the nums. So our like condition is going to be less than or equal to these four elements. Okay, so here we are going to write it as size nums dot size, so that it is less than or equal to the size of a given thing. Okay, got it? Now we are going to increment it, that is I++. So our first loop is completed. Now we are going to enter in our second loop, and that is for the next indices to return. So here for int j is equals to I plus 1, and again our condition is similar, that is I is less than nums dot size. Okay, and this nums of died, and then we are going to increment it also like j++. Okay, so we have written our two for loops, and now we are going to write a condition, and that is like the sum of this, that is I, and the sum of j, it should be equal to our target. So we have achieved our result. So here we are going to write it like that, condition if, and it will we write it like nums of I plus nums of j, and that should be equal to our target. Okay, so here we go, we have written this. And now the second thing is here that if now we have written this condition, and for this we have to also return our indices, and for this we have to push back our I and j so that we can get our indices. For this we have to write the pushback function, which is like unstart pushback I. Okay, And for the next indices to return, we have to write same pushback j. Oh, sorry, pushback j. Okay, done. And now after writing this, we have to return ans, so that we are up to this. So coming from the for loop, we have to return ans. Okay, now we are going to run it. Whether it is going to, oh, here we go, it is accepted. Now we can see what are the conditions. Here we can see that our target is 9 and it is returning the output 0 and 1. That is our indices, and accepted is all expected is also 0 and 1, so it's correct, and we are going to submit it. Now it's going to submit. Yeah, and so here it is accepted, as you all can see. And here we can also see our statistics, that what are the details, like it is taking 10.1 MB storage, the beats and the runtime is 595 milliseconds, and so on. So yeah, that's all for today, and see you all in next video. Till then, keep learning.